Hi, Taj.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Excited to be here at our last OMG show for now.
For now,
For now.
true.
Yes.
It's true.
It is true.
Um, if you
Hi,
are,
Taj.
oh,
Hi,
okay,
Emily. How are you?
great. Love when it does that. It's fun how YouTube just does things to set you up to fail.
Yep.
That's how I feel about YouTube. If Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
This is OMG. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. Give people a chance to access YouTube and get all settled. Get a beverage, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You were having quite the beverage night. Do you want to share a little bit about your beverage?
I'm having a problem. I used Instacart to go to Bevmo, which is a Los Angeles alcohol
It
purveyor.
stands for beverages and more.
Yes. Although they're heavy on the Bev, less on the Mo.
Yeah.
And I tried to get a beer called Golden Road Mango Cart. It's like a juice beer. It's like a shandy. It's just mango flavored.
Sounds good.
Well, it is. And instead they brought me spicy mango cart.
Ooh.
And I thought, well, that can't be bad. People like it probably. And it hurts my mouth. And I think it's because I'm Minnesotan.
Yeah.
And don't season my food at all. So I can't have spicy beer.
Yep.
That's my journey.
Seems right. Seems accurate.
Yeah. Taj, do you have a beverage?
Yeah, this is a big old thing of water.
Oh, I don't drink
that water life. I know. What is it? It's been here with me all day. It's almost empty, but it's just the same one.
I mean, that's good.
I mean,
feel like what?
What?
If I drink water, I feel instantly better physically and emotionally, but I'll literally never drink it. And that's a problem.
Whenever somebody's like, oh, I have a headache or, my stomach feels weird, I'm always like, have you drank water? And they're like, no. And then they do, and they're like, you know what? My migraine went away.
Yeah.
So that's usually what happens to me. But when you have Bevmo, and believe me, I know Bevmo as I lived in California for a little while too. Bevmo and I go way back.
5-cent wine sale. That's a second bottle of wine for 5 cents.
Yep. Oh yeah. When I went there on my 21st birthday, and they asked for my ID, and they were like, when's your birthday? And I was like, today? I thought it was like a trick question, because I was like, it's today. And they were like, no, what's the year? And so I said it, but it was just like, oh, okay, I don't understand.
Bevmo plays by the rules.
Yeah,
they
don't mess around. No joke.
Yeah. This show is sponsored by Bevmo.
Yeah. Drink of choice was apparently the spicy mango drink, and for me it was blue curacao. So here we are, living our best lives.
Yeah. Let's get the show started, shall we?
Yes, please.
So a little bit about OMG. Taj and I started this show over 10 years ago in Minneapolis, when we both realized that we had these amazing junior high diaries / spell books / poetry.
Yep.
And we really felt like they needed to be shared with the world. And we looked around, and a lot of our favorite improvisers also had these amazing primary source materials. And so we started the show, and we have been so happy to do it through Huge Theater virtually for the last couple months. It's just been really a fun way to connect with people.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead and get tonight's show started. So reading tonight, we have the wonderful Rita Boersma.
Yay!
And our very own, Taj Ruler.
Whoa!
Hey. And improvising, we have Liz Council.
Yay!
Yay. Sarah Turner Litz.
Yay!
Wonderful Shannon Custer.
All right.
And Shay Gillen.
Yeah.
So to just go ahead and get started, our first reading is going to come from Rita.
Yes. Hello. Thank you so much. So I decided to go just a little way back. And I found like an early kind of 6th, 7th grade journal for school. And within. I did a couple movie reviews, and I think it really speaks a lot to who I was at that time. A couple weeks ago, I shared, and I'll share some poetry later as well, in my art sketchbook, which was mostly filled with like quotes from Silence of the Lambs. And I think this just really gets us there in many ways. So November 26, 1991. So, woo. Okay. Over my 4-day weekend, I had tons of fun. First, at my grandma's, TJ was playing with her dog, Baron, and Baron bit him so hard he cried. It was great. Then I came home and went to the party. We saw 3 Men and a Little Lady, and then we went to Shakey's. Then Saturday, me, TJ, Rob, and my mom went to see Child's Play 2. It was funny. Then we went to Shakey's. So I sort of had a replay of Friday. Then Sunday we went to Big Boy. Then we helped get my stupid brother into his stupid stuff into his stupid dorm at stupid Marquette University. Then we went and saw 3 Men and a Little Lady. For me, it was the second time. So my 4-day weekend was pretty much an instant replay. It was lots of fun. Oh, and afterwards, my brother said he was glad to go back because he said I annoyed the hell out of him and he couldn't stand another day of me. So that was nice. What a family weekend. This I wrote to my teacher because I just wanted her to know what I had done over the weekend. Dear Mrs. Andre, guess what I did yesterday? I went and saw Predator and Misery. They were both good movies. I liked Predator because there were aliens in it. And I liked Misery because, well, it was just a good movie. Misery was almost like the book, except that she put him through so much more stuff. Like, the ankle thing was in the book, but some things were not in the movie that were in the book, like she chopped off his thumb and his toe. That was cool. I think it was with an axe. Oh, and in the novel, parentheses book, in case this teacher didn't know, Steven Spielberg nope, explained the bones cracking and everything. And that was cool. So, yep, okay. Mind of a 3rd grader. Then I made a list of some favorite things that I'd love to share. 1, dissecting frogs. 2, candy. 3, soda. 4, money. 5, money. 6, money. 7, bikes. 8, my own cars. 9, Nintendo, TV, movies, clothes, shopping, and eating at Chi-Chi's. For a Christmas list that year, I wanted lots of games, a car, I was 10 or 11, I think, a Hammer Time tape, a sledgehammer, and Pretty Woman, the movie. Yep. Yep. Okay, let's see here. Moving right through this journey. Hey, guess what? I saw Kindergarten Cop last week, and it was really good. It was funny with a lot of jokes and punchlines. It was very adventurous. It was a really good movie. Now, you've seen the commercials. Oh, and I love it when he sings and like when he goes there. I don't know what that means. Yesterday, I saw Almost an Angel with Paul Hogan in it. Did you know that's his 3rd movie with Linda Kolosky? The 2 Crocodile Dundees and this. Wow, that was a good movie. Did you also know that they want Arnold taken off the exercise thing he models for because there was some violence in Kindergarten Cop? Wow. Okay. And finally, January 11th, 1991. Today after school, I'm going to Renee's house. Angie is too. Then afterward, I was going to go skating with Angie, but then I couldn't because Angie didn't want to go because Ray wasn't going. Ugh. Yesterday, I went sledding, and of course, some stupid kids named Dan and Peter, I won't say their last names, had to run over my poor little toe. They, killed it. Well, that's it. I'll never sled again. I hope it heals because it does hurt. I have to hobble around on only 4 toes. Can you imagine how hard it is? Thank you so much.
I'm imagining it, and it sounds pretty
so
bad,
hard.
and I hope you got back on that sled.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rita. Let's welcome our next reader to the Zoom, Taj Ruler.
Oh, hey. So, for a very, very, very brief period in my 7th grade year of living, I wrote some poetry. They're basically all the same poem, just written differently. So, I'm going to share them. First of all, I'm going to, hopefully, you can see this. Look at this clip art atrocity. Just a moon. And it's something else. So, this poem is called Rebirth. I use my full name by Taj Jance Ruler. Okay. Just as the sun rises from the earth, and as Sister Wolf chases away Mother Moon, the mind is united with the soul, and you are reborn. And thus you can no longer be who you are, but what your gut makes you. As you swallow in the cool air of the night, you feel no more. Lying on the grass at the edge of a cliff, the dew moistens your neck. Looking up at the stars, you hear the voice of your soul. It says, be who you are, and thus you never need worry again. These words speak the truth like the words of an angel, pure, with nothing to stop it and nothing in its way. The stars seem like a river. Your soul talks again, and it says, dive up and take a swim in these elemental waters of life. Diving deep until thou has lost thyself. I just learned about Shakespeare. And having lost thyself, then thou hast found thyself again. Your eyes open and you look at Mother Moon. She looks back at you and whispers, true beauty lies within. With these wise words, you close your eyes once more and fall asleep, dreaming the dreams of a goddess. Okay. You ready for basically the same one, but in a different wording? Here's this clip art. Oh, look at that. Surprise, surprise. This one's called Angel by Taj Jance Ruler, full name. Just as the mind is united with the body, and as a fish swim in the sea, you have the power to control you. You are contained in a jar like a butterfly, held captured by a power of you don't know what. In order to live, you must be yourself. But in the jar, it feels like you're losing yourself. Without yourself, you can no longer exist. People always shaking the jar, telling you what to do, ordering you. You must break free. Then a little bird appears. It says, you must take control of thyself. You have the power within you. Listen to your heart, your soul, and your mind. Then thou shalt be free. With these words, you break free from the jar. You are united with your soul, and now you are in control of yourself. To this day, you look for that bird, that heavenly angel that helped you through that time of need. Or perhaps it was just an echo that came from within you, thy soul. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, maybe it's because it's 2020, but that poetry made me cry a little bit. And really, it spoke to me. So thank you, Taj. Let's see some improv.
Hi. No, take your time.
I got it.
Take as long as you need.
I found a new book.
I'm sorry, what?
I found a new book.
Yeah?
And I think,
Child.
what?
Tell me, child.
Okay. It's called Christine. It's about a car. The car comes to life. And I'm starting to think that maybe I'm Christine. That I'm but a car on the road of life, and that maybe if I can't get the treats that I want, this car's gonna go buck wild.
Thou art but a car on thy path of life. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And this car is Christine.
I'm Christine. Christine is the car. Christine is me. It's like it's the try thing. We're all that.
The trifecta,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's me.
that is, you are a trifecta of a car and yourself and your soul.
Yeah. I feel like you're hearing me, but I don't know if you're actually listening to me. And as the babysitter, I feel like you need to be a little more validating.
Yes, child. I have a popsicle.
OMG.
I've tracked a teen back to its lair, and now let's observe. They appear to be writing in their diary. Steve, what pithy observations do you think they're making?
Oh, all of the pithiest of observations. I'm being bitten by every single insect known to humankind right now, and I want to curl up in a fetal position and cry, but I'm going to stay out here to make sure people learn about nature.
Do you think that maybe you're just dehydrated? Do you have your water bottle?
I have one here somewhere. I'll have to wrestle it from this tiny, looks like it might be a possum.
That's not a water bottle.
Chin.
This is a water bottle.
That is a water bottle. Oh, I've lost
Steve.
sight of our creature. So I
Steve,
guess, yes.
what have I told you about when we're observing teens in the natural habitat? We followed the Titina's pizza rolls track back to their lair, and then we sit quietly. Sit quietly and we observe them writing in the diary.
Right. Absolutely. And then when we feel the dew on our neck, we strike.
Well,
right?
No, I mean, I feel like this is the time when we tried to figure out who would win in a fight between a teen and a tween.
Oh, that would be messy and a lot of tears, but yes, you're correct. You're
Well,
correct.
spoiler alert, puberty always wins. But
OMG! Hi.
hey,
I saw the funniest movie this weekend.
oh my gosh, was it Child's Play?
Yes, how did you know?
Oh, that movie's hilarious. When he comes and he's like, ree.
Like who comes up with that? That's like,
I don't know. It's almost as funny as Predator, right? Like an alien coming down and the guy with the razor that just keeps shaving his face.
it's like
It's
shaving is
hilarious.
apparently what keeps you alive in an alien movie. Oh my god. I just saw a commercial on TV for a movie coming out called Misery.
Oh my gosh.
Just that it's playing on a channel this weekend. I wasn't really paying attention because my stupid brother was being so stupid. Like there's an axe in it.
That is amazing. That sounds like the next movie that you should watch that's a comedy.
Well, what I'm saying is like, as my comedy best friend, do you want to come over and watch it at 7, 8 Central?
You know that I do, Kelly. You know
Good.
that I do.
Good.
Because
Good.
here's what I
Good.
like. Here's what I like. I will
Oh.
list it for you. I like Dissecting Frogs,
Great.
My Room,
Yes.
Candy, Soda, Money,
Money.
Money,
Money.
Money, Money, My Own Car, and watching comedy movies with my best friend Kelly. And that one's actually first, but I didn't want you to like, I don't know, I didn't want you to hear.
Inflate my ego.
Yeah.
OMG. Wow, I've never looked my soul in the eye before.
It's really daunting. It really is. It has a voice too, which is so strange. I never thought that the soul would speak.
No, it's kind of. I feel a little unsure about like where I end and where the soul starts.
Such a good question. Such a good question.
I don't know if I can handle this. This is a little much. This is like, this is not, people aren't meant to do this. This isn't right.
The thing is, maybe we are meant to do this. Maybe we're supposed to be doing this all the time. Like, I think about that. Like, if I could hear the voice of my soul at all times, I feel like I would just get more done. And I probably wouldn't pay as much attention to things that draw me away from my inner rebirth and my mother moon.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot more experience with the soul talking thing. Is there, can you just, I just need a little bit of like a grounding thing. Okay, tell me what did you first learn from your soul? I'm only learning that my body is fleeting and that my soul's separate from me, and it's not helping.
Wow, your soul is so different from my soul.
It's an anxious soul. I've got an anxiety soul.
God, my soul is like, it tells me when there's good deals at Target, and it tells me.
This sounds like Target Circle.
But fleeting, and wow, I feel like maybe I have a different soul perspective, or either my soul sucks or your soul sucks. But wow, I mean, honestly, just the other day, my soul told me like the best blouse to wear with an A-line skirt. And I wouldn't have known that unless I was keyed in.
My soul just told me I was trying to go to sleep, and then my soul was like, hey, remember that one time when you were in your university class, you fell asleep and then you woke up shouting, everyone looked at you, it was really embarrassing, and you had to quit the class and you failed out. That's what my soul said.
Your soul is a mean girl.
And remember that time you were talking to your friend? And your friend was like listening to you? But like, were they really hearing you?
Soul, stop it. Soul, stop that now.
I'm just here to validate what you're feeling inside your jar.
Get me out of here.
Oh man, it's weird. I can hear your soul. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's super weird. This is uncharted territory for me.
Oh my God. Okay, you're the soul guide. Guide me.
Shit, I'm the soul guide?
You're my soul guide. I thought that's what I was paying you for.
Oh God, I mean, it all makes sense now. I thought you were just being generous. I get it.
I Venmo'd you $30 for this experience.
I know, I realize now you wanted some sort of service for that. I thought it was just like conversation. I'm here, I am here.
Do you ever wonder if your dollar is actually any worth anything? Like, are your dollars the same as other people's dollars?
It's tapping into my economic anxiety.
Sounds a whole lot like your soul guide here doesn't value your $30 on Venmo.
Wow, your soul is a dick.
OMG. I'll never sled again. After that last time when I lost a toe temporarily and had to hobble on 4 toes, it was misery.
Oh, look, I knew you were deep from your profile, but this is so far beyond what I ever thought. You're a freaking poet. I'm gonna say it.
I mean,
and
I don't like to throw those words around, but you used it, so.
Oh my. Look, I don't usually share these things about myself, but there's just something about you that's so like open that I can't.
No, please speak.
So, have you heard of a vestigial limb?
Like a tail or a...
Yes, that's it. That's the one. That's the one I have. Look, I live with the tail, and it's not like a tail like you just told me a tail, but like a vestigial tail like that. But it's on the inside. So I don't really have to disclose it usually, but I just feel like, you shared something, your toe hurt once. And
Yeah.
sometimes if I sit too fast, I remember that I have a tail on the inside.
Yeah. So, I feel like maybe that's something you should put in the front part of your profile. Like mine was just like a deep personal, like you said, poetic story of childhood trauma. Yours is like baggage and like an extra piece that I would be needing to deal with. And I know that everyone says like beauty lies within, but also a tail. Yeah. And
I heard the extra weight can be pleasurable.
Jeez. Amazing. Let's welcome back our readers. Please welcome Rita Boersma.
Yay! Okay, so now we'll head down, much like Tash, some of my very early middle school poetic journeys, accompanied with some art, not clip art, but some I attempted to do myself, which is terrible. So we'll just go through a few. So this first one is kind of show called The Rose. Look at that. Rose. Good attempt. Anyway, I also at some point at this point in my life found a thesaurus, and I thought if you just put a bunch of words together, that's what made poems. So you'll see that progress. The rose. One rose can be a sign of love, a sign of beauty. One rose could be the signal of change, a new beginning. One rose can become just one meaning. A rose could represent your life. God, she thought she was good. Here, I just want to, again, I mentioned this sketchbook, complete with like the sort of like Hannibal Lecter quotes and Freddy Krueger, like here's a lot of fear quotes. So it gets pretty dark for a while. I found this page with a tiny poem on it. You can see there's like Santa's little sack here. There's a gift. I don't know if I wrote this lower part. So if you recognize it, I like to write a lot of quotes in here. So it's possible I was quoting something, but if I'm not, I want to retroactively get therapy for this little one. But anyway, up here it says, but I really am Santa Claus. And then there's like a note written to Santa that says, Dear Santa, why is my daddy dying? And then there's a little gif that just says, to me. And then a sad stocking. And then here it says, Santa's got to leave you now. Mommy says, go home. But don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll be okay. No. Sure it will. I don't believe you. Goodbye, honey. But stop. You know what that is? Is she okay? She was. Then I drew Hummels. What does that? Anyway, and so, okay. Then I started to be like, use your art, use your words. So here I drew some circles, like look at them, intersect. And then up here it says, fight for your visions. You don't want to spend your life making someone else's dream. Which is good advice. That's good advice. Then I thought my artistry really got good. You're going to appreciate this perspective. Look at how in line that is, that boat out there and the tree. That's how it works. But then I wrote this poem. Sometime between when lights flicker on and children come inside is when heaven shows its true beauty and the earth is black and white. Dusk. And then I started, this is like I said, I found the thesaurus and like got some weird words, and I thought like beat poetry was when you just said a bunch of weird shit in a row. So this one's called Uh-Oh SpaghettiOs. Purple peanuts and bright green lines. Ocean waters. Hide my caterpillar. Because I'm getting sick. The song is lying to me. I so trustfully listened. Why did I get any presents? I've been good. Please hear me. I'm silently yelling. I can't find the mistakes, for they are well hidden. My spaghetti half melteth. Captain, my captain, I also saw Dead Poets Society. And finally, then we got a computer with color printing, so I thought it was like when you printed them out and stapled them together, that meant it would be easier for people to archive in the future in museums. Self-battle. Don't piddle on my head. Forgotten my umbrella. If you eat his cactus, don't forget to floss. The elephants are cleansing in a pool of blood. Bye, Fly. I love you. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't know. Maybe it's my spicy mango beer, but all this is reading is very profound, and I'm really taking a lot from it. And I needed it, so thank you. All right, please welcome Taj Ruler.
Oh boy, that was incredible. And I realized my mic was on, and I was like, I'm leaving it on. I can't stop this laughter. I got 2 more poems. Again, very much on theme. 7th grade Taj had some thoughts. They were all the same, but said differently. Here's this clip art. Look at that. Running woman. And what a surprise. This one's called Wild Woman. You'll notice the theme on how I start all of my poems. Just like Sister Wolf runs wild, the woman does as well. With a leap, she soars with her mind. Her wild hair is flung and she spins. Then a branch snaps. She stops and sees someone coming from the mist. They always try to come for her. She stands up tall and she circles them. With a jump, she kicks them to the ground, running, smiling, and full of energy. That soon fades when she hears him behind her. Persistent. Ahead of her is a cliff. She runs up, but she can't make it. But her soul tells her otherwise. So she runs back and then sprints forward over the cliff. They are still there. Another punch and a kick to them, and yet they don't give up. Then a whip wraps around her arm, and she falls. And they laugh and say, ha ha, pathetic. She sits there, panting with her wild hair on her face. Then she smiles. As they come close, she flies up and flips over him. She takes the whip and whips it around his ankle, and then they fall. And with a sway of her hips, she is gone, like a candle in the wind. She has a message for all the women in the world. You don't need anyone to complete your life. You are perfect the way that you are. And you may not be built to size. Oh no, you may be too tall or too short. And you might think, but aren't I beautiful no matter what? Yeah, and don't let anyone tell you different. Wild Woman. Okay, coming in hot with the last one. No clip art on this one, sorry. This one's called Dance. What a surprise, this is how it begins. Just as the wind blows to the west and the sun rises in the east, a new day is born. You awake with the essence to dance. With a leap, you spring up from your bed and walk down the stairs of your building. You can hear the voices of angels, and you've never heard these things before. The day has just begun, and you embrace it with all your soul. You ask yourself, why do you feel these things? A voice inside you says, you have to seize the day, spelled wrong, because tomorrow may never come. Your body is filled with an energy that can't be described. You are thrilled, and you must dance. You dance to your heart's content. You feel as light as a feather. So light, you feel yourself rise high into the clouds, and you are free. With every step you take, makes you feel a little more and more alive. You dance until the night comes, and as a harvest moon rises, you reach out to touch it. And what a surprise, your soul speaks again, saying, go and jump. Jump over the moon. And you rear back and begin leaping towards the moon. And as you leap over, you feel complete like never before. You are phenomenal. And as you land on the ground, you take a deep breath and you say to yourself, I am phenomenal. I am woman. And I want some milk. Not a joke, that's how it ends. And I also corrected a lot of my grammar errors with Jelly Roll pens. Thank you so much.
I am phenomenal and I do want milk. Thank you so much, Taj. Wonderful and inspiring. Now let's go ahead and see some improv.
Welcome to Poetry Antiquities, where we discuss poems that we have found deep in the earth that have been written by all we can assume are very, very emotional girls. There is one I'd like to start with, ladies, that really struck me. Something known as the rose. Picture that was left of it.
Yes, yes,
Roses
yes,
look different then.
yes.
Close to a rose. Please, I'd like to hear your thoughts on creating visual images to connect to these sometimes harrowing phrases.
You mean like clip art?
Yes, clip art. This is a fascinating thing that we've discovered, haven't we? That there is this way of creating almost universally soulless lines that somehow create a form, a cat, some sort of angel.
Yes.
Could they
Yes.
be saying, what is this?
I do recall that at some point in the 90s, a device called a color printer became available to the youths of antiquity. And they used things such as word art and pictures of smiling creatures to express themselves.
Yes, if only the words also had art. That was just a little joke. No, they were trying. I just feel that there's more to be mined from these works, and perhaps we're not reading them correctly. I'm frankly at a loss.
Have you tried reading them into a mirror whilst looking at yourself in the eye in a mirror?
But you weren't supposed to do that, or is that when you take acid? I can't recall.
It's maybe acid would enhance the experience.
Oh, yes. Good idea. Good idea.
Perhaps. I like when they would, different turns of phrases would just end, dusk. Totally unexpected moments. And I will say that those got me here. Those got me.
Yes.
These poems of antiquity, though, I think comes with immersing oneself in the poems themselves. It comes holding one rose. We all know it means so many things. It comes from reading at that time between when the lights go out and the children go to bed, dusk, if you will.
Yes. And I think there is a tendency to think, oh, they're saying the same thing, only differently. But that might not be true.
It could be an intentional rhetorical device.
Oh, yes. Thank you for bringing up rhetorical devices.
Yes,
I was
my
waiting for that.
specialty.
Yes. We know
As
it's
is
not
yours.
metaphor.
And I think these are important discoveries if we are to continue to understand what exactly sort of went down during this period.
I think if you really dig in between the lines as well, you can see these young writers and what was influencing them at the time. Is it Shakespeare? Is it the Dead Poets Society? Is it
Stephen King.
Hungry Caterpillar?
Oh, yes, or Eric
Thesaurus.
Charles.
I could be as easy as a freaking thesaurus, and there you have it.
OMG. Oh! Sister Wolf? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. I was in line, and then I was like, and now I'm here. I am
Oh, good.
So sorry.
Oh, okay. Phew. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure how much I needed to call you.
No.
Because
She
I know you
just
don't have
did
a
once.
cell phone. It's just go to the corner and go, oh.
No, and then when I'm in line, I turn my phone off, and then I don't get my messages, and I'm so sorry. I'm here.
No.
You can do whatever you want. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because I'm feeling like wild hair, like I'm feeling like if I just could get my hands on those, lovely locks of yours and really,
Oh, anytime you can braid
raise them
it.
up.
Whatever you want, I'm here for you. I am your creation, and I am here to tell you that if you need to like pull your sword out and then be the person that you want to be, I'm here for you. So
thanks. No,
Yeah.
I think that's great because I don't know if it's the moon or just like a punch and a kick, and like, I'm just feeling all of this energy, and you
Totally.
Sister Wolf always respond so greatly to that, and you are all in on all of my projects, which
I'm
is
so sorry, but my mom is calling. Just don't even move. Okay, I'm just gonna tell her to call me back. Okay, Mom, I'm in the middle of a thing. Okay, I'm lifting up spirits. Okay, all right. Okay, she wants to know if you want to come to dinner.
I mean, what are you having?
Rabbits. What are we having, Mom? No, it's fine. It's just one of my clients, and I just thought, what? I didn't say anything. No, everything you make is great. I can bring something. Okay, I'll call you later. Oh my God. Okay. All right, I'll call you later. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. My mom is nice. She just gets super stressed about guests.
That's fair. Also, I had rabbit the other day, so I think,
Yeah,
maybe
totally.
I'll skip
I know.
that.
Yeah, we could.
OMG.
I am. Go.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm on the run.
Yeah, you are.
For me, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Do it. I am here in this car beside you because I am too lazy to run.
It's okay. Just keep supplying me with dummies to punch in the face.
I'm done. Here. I'm not gonna tell you when I throw them.
You know what, Stephanie? Sometimes I think the bonds of sisterhood are going to drive us to the ends of the patriarchy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And then maybe you'll like shakies later.
And shakies, we can get some shakies. Yes, I'm gonna get a shakies. I'm gonna throw it in the fucking manager's face. I'm gonna show him what he gets for firing me.
Oh my God, I feel like such a dick because I did not remember that you got fired.
That's okay. You know what? Why spend all your hard hours just chasing someone else's dream? Somebody else's ice cream that they wanted to make soft serve. Maybe I wanted hard served. This is
You are.
I'm okay. All right. Okay, Seth. Can we walk a block? Can we just walk?
You do you, boo. I'm just gonna drive this car because again, I am too lazy.
I'm gonna walk this one.
You do you, boo, to your sister.
Yes, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't drive with the youth, as they say.
With the what?
I don't get down with the TikToks.
Yeah. You know what? TikTok is a sexist enterprise. I said it. They all are, right?
You're right.
Look, Steph, you don't seem as mad as I am.
I don't think that I've had this same awakening to the of the patriarchy.
You haven't felt the call?
I have not felt any calls.
You haven't, it just
I want to like talk about this word. I think it gets a really bad rap in the world. Like everybody thinks you have to be so productive all the time. Like, why can't I just drive my car around?
Hi.
You've changed.
Have.
Wow.
Here's the thing. I just wanted to tell you something, and I just want you to look me in the eyes. The elves are very scared, Santa. They've noticed that you've been a little on edge and you're not answering your mail.
I'm feeling really disconnected.
Yes, I understand. Sometimes you can find yourself metaphorically in a different scene and not know what the hell just happened.
I think that I was just a small, just like a human.
You were a human just now.
I was a human in a car.
Wow.
I don't drive a car.
No,
knock. It is I, Pointy of the Elves. I have been elected union representative, and we have a list of demands. First, we demand an 8-hour workday with an hour paid lunch. Second, we demand money. Third, we demand money. Fourth, we demand money. 5, we demand money. 6, it's pretty much that all the way down. What say you, Santa?
Now, see, I should have, as your receptionist, I should have stopped this before it came in. But now we're in the conversation.
How do I do that? How do I do this thing where, can I go back to being a teenage girl?
Well, here's the thing.
Can I go back to being a free elf?
Okay, I know I'm
underpaid.
Neutral party here, but that was a good burn. I have to say.
I can just ignore the problem, right? If I do the problem and double down on the fact that everybody loves Santa Claus and clearly I'm doing everything right.
Well, it's been a rough year.
All of the data coming in and output my own data.
I know. And then what happens is you get some internet and then the elves learn things and this is what we end up with.
We learn to unionize.
Yes.
And you know what? We're going to insert defects into all of the toys that we make this year. And you're going to get sued by the children of the earth. Goodbye, Santa.
Okay, that wasn't great. And I'm really sorry that you had to see that. I promise you I will calm them and you will be able to continue to do your work.
I just want to say that I have given all of these elves jobs.
Yep.
I have they have a place to be.
Yes.
They have purpose.
Yes.
I'm handling this perfectly, and that all of these things that what was Pointy McElfface brought up is probably all just a bunch of lies.
Well, that'll just be a between you and me conversation. And I'll let them know that you are thinking about this in a scholarly way and that you will be in touch with them soon. How about that?
OMG. I got a new Hummel figurine.
Oh, that's nice. Where did you acquire that?
I found it in my mom's room and I took it.
That's stealing.
Well, I think of it as borrowing indefinitely because here's the thing, these are more me than they are her.
That's not how property works.
Are you sure though, Jessica? Are you sure that that's really how property laws are?
Yeah, yes. I'm a capitalist, baby, and I know what it means to own stuff. You gotta pay.
Well, but I do pay in that I'm charming, and so I entertain her, and I get nothing monetarily for that. So I just figured, what's one Hummel between, mother and daughter?
Look, I'm just a cousin, so I don't really have any stake in this game, but I do have a stake in the success of American capitalism, and you're really undercutting that by just taking stuff.
Or am I incentivizing my mom to buy more Hummel figurines and or give me money, thus supporting the economy?
You make a good point. I can't argue with that.
It's
Jessica, this is your
okay.
soul.
Why is your soul talking to you?
The dollar is worth nothing, Jessica.
No.
Nothing.
No, I don't believe it. It's backed by the gold standard, or maybe the silver standard, or it once was. Soul, don't leave me now.
Think about it, Jessica. If it can buy something like a Hummel, it's got to be ridiculous.
OMG! Yay! Oh, what a delightful show. Thank you so much to our readers, Rita Boersma and Taj Ruler, Weird Hand, Alone in Our Homes, and our wonderful improvisers, Liz Council, Shay Roberts-Gillen, Shannon Custer, and Sarah Turner-Litz.
Yay!
Thank you so much for joining us for our last performance for Huge Theater for the time being. We hope that the next time we see you at Huge Theater, we actually see you at Huge Theater.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful. In the meantime, please make sure to think of your local theaters that are struggling during this time. Huge Theater is a great place to throw a donation tonight for this show. Also, organizations like Black Lives Matter and Reclaim the Block, right,
Yep,
Tom?
Reclaim the Block. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great ways to help give back to the community during this time. Taj, do you want to talk about what's coming up next?
Yes, so while this is the last OMG for this run, we are going to be doing a run for the Minnesota Fringe Festival, and we are very excited about it. And so we hope that we will see you there because it'll be also virtual. And there's going to be more information coming out soon on Facebook, so you can check it out.
Yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. Stay safe, wear a mask, have a good night.
Bye.